Hello everyone. I hope everyone is fine. So today we are going to start the next portion after the tissue. Okay, the tissue. In that we have seen the what are the actual difference between the plant and animal tissues, and the definition of the tissue and the different types of the tissues. So now we are going to see here the how the actually the structure of the tissue is there. So in this session we are going to see only about the epithelial tissue, which is the very most important one in the human beings and mostly present in each and every part of the organs of the skin's layer. Okay, so the in first slide I have shown you the different types of the tissues. In the next slide the introduction is there. The introduction is about the actually the tissue of epithelium. Okay, so what is the epithelium tissue that we are going to see here? So the multicellularity introduced the division of a labels. Means multicellularity means like us guys, means those animals which are made up of the multi cells or the multiple cells. Those animals or the organisms called as a multicellular. Okay, so their functions are varies according to the body and the different tissues and the cells. So here about the epithelial tissue, it helps in the protection or it protects the tissues. So the epithelial tissue is the one type of this tissue. It helps in the protection of the different types of the organs. Okay, why organs? We will see. It's depending on where it locates. Okay, so next point, it covers the external surface of the organs and the cavities in the body. See guys, as in the first point they have said that these tissues are very protective one. Why? How it is act as a protective? By acting as a layer of a different organ surfaces. So it act as a boundaries keeping different body systems separate. It means that it's a act as a surface or the covering for the different organs and keep them from each other disturbing or interfering with each other. They are just keep them as a apart from each other. Next is that closely packed cells forming a continuous sheet. So we will see the structure of the epithelial tissue in next slide, so you can understand how the actually the sheet of the epithelial tissue is will be on the continuous sheet. Okay, or the tissue. So no blood vessels within these tissue. So these are those type of the tissues where actually the blood vessels are not present. Okay, so we will move towards the next slide, which is consisting of the title structure of epithelial tissues. I have shown you here the number of or the different types of the tissues depending on their structure. Okay, they are just classified on the basis of the structure and the size of their and the whatever they consisting on them. Okay, so there are some different types of the tissues like which are very simple one, which are depending on the structure, which are consisting the hair like structure. According to that they have a classified here. So here the some simple epithelial tissue means they does not consist anything except a base and the surface and the nucleus. Okay, so that is as a act like a bed. Okay, next is that the simple cuboidal. Why it is called as a cuboidal? Like because its a cell structure is like a cube like structures, so that's why they known as here as a or named as a simple cuboidal. In the third figure or the image, they have shown the column like structures, column or we can say normally as a tube like structures. Okay, tube like structure, on that they consisting the hair like small projections. So those are nothing but the microvilli. Okay, so that's why they named as a simple columnar with a microvilli. So here we are not going to see the different types but only the about the epithelial tissue. Okay, so here are some points for the epithelium tissue. They having no or very less intracellular space. We have seen about the tissues. Okay, maybe they consisting of the space or may not be they. So intra means in between the cells, cellular means cells. Okay, the space means the distance between each other of the number of cells. No or very less. No, when we can say by the naked eyes. If we observe through the microscope, at that time we can say that there isn't any space or there is a space. Okay, space means the intracellular space means the space between the two or more cells. Next, one surface is free, other is a basal surface. So one surface is a free means this one, guys, this is a very free space. Okay, and this one is the very free space. Okay, and another one is not the free because it's consisting the upper part, that is like act as a sheet. One surface is a free, this is the free surface. Okay, this is the free surface, and the other is a basal. So the this portion is acting as a basement or the base or the support for that upper surface or the sheet. Okay, so that is why they have called as a one upper portion is a free surface, and another one is a basal or the basement membrane. Okay, so next is that the extracellular fibrous basement membrane separates epithelium from underlying tissues. So, in the next slide, we will see that where do actually the epithelial tissues are occur or locate in our body. Okay, so first one point is that it lining of the mouth. At the lining of mouth means the pinkish color of the skin which we see by our naked eyes inside the mouth, that is nothing but made up of a epithelial tissue. Next is that in the skin means our whole body part of the skin, the upper surface, the skin which we able to touch and the sense. Okay, that power, that under the skin the epithelial tissues are present, or we can say that our skin is made up of the epithelial tissue. Next is that in the lungs of alveoli. So alveoli, I hope you know, or we will see in higher classes also. So in the respiratory system might be you have a learn. So lungs alveoli means alveoli is a unit and structural functional unit of the lungs. Where does it actually play in a role of exchanging the gases, like a exchange of the carbon dioxide and oxygen inside and outside. Okay, so that those alveoli are attached to the lung surfaces. Okay, that's why they consisting of the, or they are made up of the epithelial tissues. Next one is that the kidney tubules. If you have observed or studied in details about the kidney also consisting of the one structure that is called as a nephron. Okay, that nephron is having a longer tubular structure. That tubes are also made up of the epithelial tissues. Why? Because the epithelial tissue really have a very essential role. It means that they play an important role in exchanging the material inside and outside. That's why our skin, the other tissues and other tubes, alveoli are really helps in the exchange out and in the materials. That's why the everything of the skin, body and the internal organs made up of the epithelial tissue. So their functions we will see here. So the functions are, it protects the underlying tissue and the organs, as we have seen about in the first. Epithelial tissue means what, there we have seen the each and every organs are covered with the epithelial tissue and their surface are made up of the epithelial tissue. So it means that directly they act as a protecting. Next one is that it regulates exchange of a material between the body and the external environment. As I have told you, the mostly epithelial tissues role is that it always, or it definitely exchange the material, that may be in the form of a anything, guys, that may be in the form of a skin. Okay, sweat, sorry, in the form of oil, sweating, or the salt and the gases. Okay, so it regulates the exchange of materials between body and the external environment, and also between the different parts of the body. So now some examples I can give you here. Mm, some examples like our skin. Okay, whenever the sweat will be comes out, okay, that is nothing that comes in the form of a water, but that is actually the salt. The excessive amount of a salt comes outside in the form of a water. That's why the sweat the sweat glands. Okay, the sweat glands or the skin consisting of the epithelial tissue. In that, the epithelial tissue helps in the exchanging, means what it doing, it regulates or it excrete out the salt in the form of a water. This is one example of a exchange. Another one example is there, the exchange of the oil. Is our most of the people's having the oily skin. So the lots of when you wake up from in the morning, at that time you can see that your face will be appear as a very or look as a very oily one. Why? Because during the night duration, the skin used to be excrete out the excess amount of the oil, okay, on the surface of the skin. So next is that it absorbs the food and nutrients. As I have told you, it plays a major role in exchanging, so it absorbs food and nutrients. Next is that it secretes the chemical like hormones, saliva, enzymes. So hormones are nothing but the, as I told you, the organs, the glands consisting of the epithelial tissue. That's why they helps in the transferring the hormones, exchanging the hormones. Next is that saliva is nothing but, as I've told you, epithelial tissues are present on the surface of the mouth, okay, mouth lining. It means that they helps in the secretion of the our saliva. Next is enzymes also the glands which used to be synthesized or helps to carry out the chemical functions or the chemical reactions inside our body, okay, for in the metabolism. Mostly the enzymes play role in the metabolism processes. That's why it's a helpful. So the next portion after the epithelial tissue we will see in the next video. Thank you.